Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel where we talk about how to build credit, how to establish relationships with banks and financial institutions, and most importantly, how to get you access to high limit credit funding. If that's something you like to listen to, we definitely welcome you to subscribe. We put out a bunch of different credit and financial related videos. So just hit that subscribe button if you want to get the latest notification. If not, you could always support our channel by just liking, sharing, or commenting right down below. So on today's video, I have another special credit union review. Now, in this particular credit union, I've gotten a lot of requests to do a video on, so I'm finally dropping a video on it. And this credit union is Nassau Federal Credit Union. Now, as the name suggests, Nassau, which is a government agency that focuses on research and development as it relates to space exploration. They do all the shuttles and things like that. So originally the credit union was designed for employees of NASA, their family members, or any other relatives. But they've since opened it up to a host of different employer groups. So there's about 900 different employer groups. And most recently, at least from my knowledge, they've opened it up to basically anyone nationwide, as long as you are a member of the National Space Society. Now, all of this can be done through the online membership application. And when you become a member of Nassau Federal Credit Union, it comes with a complimentary 1-year membership to the National Space Society. So essentially, it's open to anyone. There really aren't any barriers to joining. So that's one of the things that make this particular credit union special. In terms of the membership requirements, you do have to open up a $5 savings account, which is typical with a lot of different credit unions. One point that I wanted to go into before I go into detail on the particular credit products is this is an issue that I've seen a lot recently, and it has to deal with check systems. Now, check systems is essentially the equivalent of a credit report, but for demand deposit accounts, which are basically checking and savings accounts. Now, the reason why I'm bringing up this point is because I've gotten a lot of feedback from both subscribers as well as a couple clients who weren't able to get membership with various different financial institutions, especially credit unions. And the reason why they weren't able to get it is because of one particular message that they receive when they are denied, and that is recent FIDDA inquiry. Now, what that essentially means is that you have too many check systems inquiries in a short period of time. Now, to break that down, recent FI, which FI stands for financial institution, DDA, demand deposit account inquiry. So that means whenever you open up a checking account or savings account, you're going to get an inquiry into your check system. So if there's too many of those within a short period of time, that's generally, at least from the financial institution's perspective, that's one of the indicators of fraud, where a lot of people are, opening up accounts in a short period of time. Although, you could be going about it, just, completely fine legally. You just want to build relationships quickly. There's nothing wrong with that, but just be aware of, what that type of activity will trigger with respect to like your check systems report. So I just wanted to keep that in mind. So, if you have been opening up a lot of checking and savings accounts, I know I cover a lot of those in the videos that I put out. But just keep in mind, if you open up too many in a short period of time, let's say, within a 30-day period, you open up 5 different bank accounts. Well, once you try to open up that 6th bank account, then you might get one of these messages. So just keep that in mind, with opening up accounts. And if you have opened up, quite a few, just let your check systems, cool off for a couple months. Don't open up any, more checking or savings accounts. Just let it cool off. And another thing too about check systems. So check systems does pull in third-party data from different data vendors. So if you have like your LexisNexis, your Innovis, your Sage Stream, ARS. If you have any of those third-party vendors frozen, that can hinder you from opening up accounts, because what will happen is you'll get an alert on your check systems that one of those third-party data vendors is frozen. And if you have that alert that on your check systems, then that can prevent you from opening up accounts, especially with credit unions that require you to open up a savings account for membership. So just keep that in mind. If you do plan on building out relationships with different financial institutions, it would be a good practice just to unfreeze some of those third-party data vendors, just so that it doesn't prevent you or slow up the process. So I just wanted to get that out first and foremost. Now back to Nassau Federal Credit Union. First, I'm gonna get into the personal credit products. They have 4 different credit cards. So the first one I'm gonna go over is the Visa Platinum Advantage Rewards credit card. Now this credit card gives you 1% cash back on all purchases. There's no annual fee, no balance transfer, no foreign transaction fee. So it's pretty basic. So this is going to have a little bit lower interest rate because the rewards system isn't as good. Then you have the Visa Platinum Cash Rewards, which give you 1.5% cash back on all purchases, and it's a 8.9% balance transfer interest rate for the life of all balance transfers, which is pretty unique. They also have a Visa Classic secured card with a minimum deposit of $500 all the way up to $5,000. I'm not 100% if this particular secured card unsecures, but I will gather some more research to figure out if that is the case. Now, I think probably their best credit card is going to be the Visa Star Trek. So this one was designed for Star Trek enthusiasts. Because it's Nassau Federal Credit Union, Star Trek is space related. So, I guess this card is a good fit. It does have a $300 introductory bonus when you spend $2,000 within the first 90 days. So you spend $2,000, you get a $300 statement credit, which is pretty good. You do earn 3x points for all purchases at StarTrek.com, 2x points on gas, and 1 point on all other purchases, and it does come with a $39 annual fee. They do have other loans as well. So they have term loans from as high as $30,000 with 84-month terms that you could go up to, and interest rates as low as 11.8%. They have a cash line, personal line of credit up to $30,000. I love personal lines of credit, and as I mentioned, they pull Experian FICO 2, and they do allow you to double dip on credit applications using the same inquiry. So that's just one very, very important point I want to point out, because you could apply for a credit card. If you get approved, you could also apply for a line of credit, and it's using the same inquiry. So that's definitely an advantage. Now, where I think Nassau Federal Credit Union distinguishes itself is on the business side. Now, the reason why I say that is because they have a host of different business products that I'm going to get into, but the fact that they're open to anyone nationwide, that means that regardless of where your business is located, your business can have access to their different business services. So they have a business checking account that has a 0 monthly maintenance fee as long as you maintain a $1,500 average daily balance, which for most businesses, that's probably going to be very reasonable. And you don't really see that too much at other larger banks, which I kind of find unique, because for the most part, other banks are going to have much higher average daily balances in order to avoid that monthly maintenance fee. So that's definitely something you should probably check out. They do have a business platinum credit card that goes as high as $50,000 limits. And one of the great things about the business credit card, the business term loan, as well as the business checking account, you can apply for all of these online. And the reason why I'm saying that's unique is because A lot of smaller credit unions will generally require you to schedule an appointment with a business representative, where they'll collect information on your business and, all different types of documentation before you could even become a member and apply for, business credit products or business service in general. Like an example would be like Navy Federal. You can't apply through the website. You have to, usually print out the application and go on site to open the account. Whereas here, you can open up your business checking account all through their online website. Now, they do have other business products that do require you to schedule an appointment with a business representative. So they have working capital that goes as high as $1 million in terms as long as 5 years. They have equipment loans. They have vehicle loans under the business, and they will finance up to 80% of the NADA clean trade-in value. NADA is the National Auto Dealers Association. And I think one of their best business products is actually going to be their business line of credit. Now, again, I said I love lines of credit. Their business lines of credit go as high as $2 million, and they'll finance up, or they'll provide a line of credit up to 80% of any type of collateral that you may have. So the qualifying collateral could be equipment, it could be personal real estate, or even any inventory that you might have for your business. So whatever the value of that collateral is, you can get a line of credit up to 80% of that. So there's definitely a lot that you could do with that, especially, if let's say you're using your personal real estate, if you have an investment property or something like that, and you can get a business line of credit, just based on that collateral, and then use that business line of credit to invest in other things. I think that's a pretty unique product. So overall, Nassau Federal Credit Union, just from the products that I've been able to review and do some research on, it seems to be a pretty good credit union to consider. Again, it's open nationwide. All you would have to do, if you don't have any of the other affiliation, is just become a member of the National Space Society, and you open up that $5 savings account, and you're basically in, and you can get personal and business credit products. So definitely consider it. I did get some data points where people were dissatisfied, I guess, with the process, the onboarding process of becoming a member, or just like the customer service overall. But everyone's experience may vary. So if there's anyone who's had experience with Nassau Federal Credit Union, definitely leave your comments in the comment section right down below. And I will be posting a link so you can check it out if you want to become a member. Also, anyone who wasn't able to attend our webinar on how to trigger automatic credit approvals, I'll be posting a link in the description of the video so you can go check that out if you're interested. And any other general inquiries, you could send me an email, info@creditplug. Until next time, y'all take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.